Hey everyone, welcome back to Walks in Wall Street. Today we're going to be exploring New York City's Chinatown in Manhattan. Previously we did a video exploring the Flushing Main Street, which is actually the largest Chinatown in New York City, which is based in Queens. But today we're going to be on the corner of Canal Street. We're going to be headed to the right and checking out what Manhattan's Chinatown has to offer. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. You're going to see a lot of pre-war buildings, older buildings. This is actually as you head up into Soho. If you walk down Canal Street and go towards Broadway and you head further north, that'll take you into Soho. And that's a really, really nice neighborhood. It's famous for its cast iron facades and fire escapes. Right now we're on the corner of Lafayette Street. We are looking west. This way on Canal Street will take you right into the tunnel, which will take you out to New Jersey. Really nice cityscapes here. You can see lots of murals, lots of art on the buildings. This is Canal Street Station on the 6 train. So very easy for transportation also into Lower Manhattan as well. Headed towards the World Trade Center. Canal Street is very famous for a lot of vendors selling different knickknacks and things. Oftentimes, well, not oftentimes, 100% of the time, it will be counterfeit items. We are now walking eastbound towards the Manhattan Bridge. Look at all these police officers there doing some sort of a drill. Really unique buildings down here. This is the corner of Center Street and Canal. It's a beautiful day too. The further we head east, if you were to make a left and head north, that'll take you into the Little Italy neighborhood of New York City. Baxter Street and Canal Street. This is the main church where they have the, I should say, mini parade near the San Gennaro's feast. This is where it starts, right here on the corner of Baxter and Canal. San Gennaro's feast is a major Italian festival that happens in the 3rd to last week of September. These are all the main gift shops that are lined on Canal. What's up?
Yeah, look around here. I'm just trying to figure out where we're going, okay? You got it.
We're coming up on the corner of Mulberry Street. This is the main street that'll take you into New York City's Little Italy. Lots of Italian restaurants here, but in my opinion, the best Italian restaurants are actually not in Little Italy. To be quite honest, I think there's better ones in the Bronx. Also, if you travel out to Long Island, New York, there's much better Italian places in my view. But we'll zoom up onto the Little Italy sign. You could also see 270 Park Avenue, 432 Park, as well as 1 Vanderbilt all the way in the distance. It's a cool contrast with the sky and those pre-war buildings, fire escapes. Since we have the light here, we'll cross. We'll kind of meander our way through the streets of Chinatown. You'll see lots of fruit vendors, these beautiful paper lanterns that are strung between the buildings. It's very, very cool to see, particularly at night. There's some of the fruit vendors here. There's more as you walk eastbound on Canal Street towards Mott Street. Mott Street, by the way, in my opinion, has the best Chinese restaurants in Chinatown. We'll explore some of those a little bit later on in the video. Really good prices here too. Apples are 3 for $5. Oranges are 4 for $6. Many people just take a special trip down to Chinatown to shop because the prices are very good. Mulberry Pharmacy. You'll see a lot of mom and pop shops. Here's another little sort of mini mart. You could buy produce, natural food, Chinese herbs. Look at that, bottled water, 2 for $1. If you try to buy a bottled water at one of the cart guys in Times Square, it's probably gonna run you like $6 for 1 bottle of water. Chinatown always has really nice facades. You can see the facade on the building at Mulberry Pharmacy, 87 Mulberry Street. Look at that. Really cool. Red brick, kind of has that green outer trim. Super unique, and it looks even better during sunset. Traditional Chinese herbs. Look at how beautiful that looks. Pretty much every other retail shop is a restaurant. This is a kosher vegetarian restaurant. We're gonna come up on Doyers Street. We're gonna make a left. Look at this, Uncle Lou. I've never had this place, looks good. Small little grocery store. And look at this view in the distance. If you look right here, you can see all of Midtown Manhattan. It's pretty cool. More restaurants here and a pretty cool shot of the cityscape. This is really the main kind of area, I would say, of Chinatown where it intersects on Mott Street. I'll try to highlight as many of the restaurants as possible just in case you're thinking about coming to Chinatown. You could maybe Google some of the reviews on these restaurants. This Ali Mama tea place looks good. I've never tried it. My favorite tea shop in Chinatown is called Miss Du's Tea Shop. And I'll take you there. It's a must visit. Smells amazing here too. This is now Mott Street. This Golden Shanghai restaurant is very famous here. I usually don't go here. I'll show you the one where I do go. We'll have to make a left on Mott. And this is looking northbound. And you'll have 456 restaurant, as well as Ming Wong. Those are two of my favorites. And then there's also a Malatang place. Now Malatang is a very spicy Chinese soup. It's almost like hot pot, but very, very, very spicy. So this is a very good place I go to. Ming Wong Restaurant, 61 Mott Street. But 69 Mott is my all-time favorite restaurant here in Chinatown. 456 New Shanghai Restaurant, 69 Mott Street, right next to Big Wong Restaurant, as well as the People's Pharmacy at 65 Mott. I think 456 has the best soup dumplings. So I would order the crab and pork soup dumpling with the chicken and chili pepper dish. It's really good, and it'll probably cost you under $30. Now across the street, which we're standing right here, this is that Malatang place. It's a little expensive though. I think it's like $25 a pound. But I think it's worth trying if you haven't tried this style food before. There's a tea place and an herbs place. 73 Mott Street. This is like an Asian little, I should say, snack store. It's not just Chinese snacks. There's a lot of Taiwanese, Korean snacks. Here's another Chinese herb store. On this walk, I'm going to try to showcase a lot of the businesses here, just in case you're interested in shopping local. Health Town, Chinese herb nutritional products, 74A Mott Street. This has some, this place looks really cool. Now we're right back on the corner of Canal Street. This is my favorite building in Chinatown, on the corner of Mott and Canal. You have a bakery underneath, but check this out. It's a really beautiful looking building. Looks like you have a jewelry store here. But this is an awesome view looking down Mott. You see all those traditional paper lanterns that are strung between the streets. The bakery just off to our left, Taipan Bakery, is probably one of the most famous in Chinatown, and it sits right on Canal Street. We'll quickly turn around and check it out, and I believe it's cash only. I think it's cash only, this one right here. Highly, highly recommend it. Taipan Bakery. If you want to come here, just go right to the corner of Canal Street and Mott Street. We're going to cross Mulberry one more time, and we're going to head south. We'll check out some of the restaurants down here. Chinatown is also very close to Tribeca. which is one of the most expensive and most popular neighborhoods in all of New York City.
University.
Here you have some vegetables and seafood. This stuff looks really good. And at really, really good prices too. Lobster tails, 3 for $37 or $13 each. Also for the vegetables, really good prices too. Pretty much everything's like 79 cents to $1 each. Again, the lobster tails, 3 for 37 bucks. Eggs, 2 for $7.80. So 24 eggs for, what was that, $7? Here's one. There's a little shop here I want to show you right on the, I think this is Walker Street. There's this little place that's tucked away under the scaffolding that's really good. Everything's like a few dollars, and I always try to come here. It's this little shop right here. Hello. Can I have two of this one?
The one, what?
Yes. Oh, no, that's all. Thank you.
Cash or card?
Card.
Okay. Anything else?
Oh, no, that's all. Thanks so much. I usually get these two.
Have the small one. And sign over there.
Sure.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Have a good day. It's kind of like scallion pancake if you ever had it. It's very good and it's super, super cheap. Okay, now we're on the corner of Walker and Center Street. We're gonna make a left and then we're gonna go double back through the other side of Chinatown on the other side of the Manhattan Bridge. Here, you can get the J, Z, N, and Q train, I believe, on Center Street, but it's the Canal Street station. So there are a lot of trains you could get here. And this is looking directly into Lower Manhattan. So you can kind of see that tower on Spruce Street. If you continue to head all the way south, you'll run right into the Brooklyn Bridge. But we're actually going to head east and go to the Manhattan Bridge. Looks like here they're building something brand new too. This is White Street. If you make a right on White, you're pretty much in Tribeca. Looks like we're going to take a long detour because of this construction. All the way up there you can see 55 Leonard. That's the Jenga building. That's one of the most iconic buildings in Tribeca. I think we should be coming up on Leonard Street, and then we can make a left. This is where a lot of the courthouses are in Lower Manhattan. So a lot of times when you see these big court cases, they'll be right down here. See a lot of the lawyers. These are a lot of the courthouses. I believe this is the state office building here. Lots of NYPD security out. Looks like there's some sort of a protest out here. Now on Worth Street. We're gonna make a left on Worth. See the NYPD helicopter up there too. You know what, let's take a mini detour because I'm quite curious to see what's going on over here. Looks like there's some major protest. Something or other going on. This is a nice wedding photo of this couple. It's quite nice. But look at this, we'll get to the protest in a second. Check out that view of One World Trade Center. Awesome, awesome view. Seems like a lot of people. Something or other's going on. Pell Street. Yeah, the NYPD Community Affairs. Trying to keep the peace. Oh, I know this cop. This guy. I won't bother him, but he's a good guy. let's head back to Chinatown. Figure out a way to navigate out of here. Goes on for a long, long while. Maybe they were just coming over the Brooklyn Bridge or something like that. We're going to make a right on Worth Street, and that's going to take us right back into Chinatown. And then we're going to go on the other side of the Manhattan Bridge, because Chinatown actually expands further that way as well. Have lots of New York's finest here. Now, the big glass building that you see in the distance, that's One Manhattan Square. That's another Extel development. It's like an ultra-luxury condominium. So you'll notice a lot of the same cross streets that we've been to. We're going to come up on Baxter again. Lots of weddings. You got one wedding here, another wedding over there. Here we are on the corner of Mulberry Street. We'll cross over to the left. We're now back in Chinatown. here we are, right back on Mott Street as it intersects with Park Row. I'll show you my favorite tea place in Chinatown. It's coming up here on the right. It's called Miss Du's Tea Shop. This is a vegetarian restaurant, kosher vegetarian restaurant, 5 Mott Street. Actually looks quite good in here. I'll have to make a mental note of that. These are these Chinese cheesecake or cheese tarts. These are good. Japanese cheese tarts. But I feel as if I've eaten these in a lot of Chinese bakeries. This is Noodle Village, 13 Mott Street. Steamed rice rolls are very good. And this is the famous Wo Hop, 15 Mott. Right from here you have this perfectly centered view of the World Trade Center. I'll show you, it's quite unique. Right from the corner here. And you'll see it right as we turn around. Perfectly centered view of One World Trade Center right on the corner of Mott Street. Pretty cool. Okay, we've officially made it to Pell Street. This is one of my favorite areas of Chinatown. So navigate your way to the corner of Mott and Pell Street and make a right. And look at how unique and beautiful the street looks. Tons of restaurants, these beautiful paper lanterns that are kind of hung throughout. Looks like a lot of dim sum places. This place looks good. I've never eaten here. I've eaten at Joe's Ginger though, which is really good. And this, in my opinion, is the best tea shop in Chinatown. So if you're visiting Chinatown, please come here. It's called Miss Du's Tea Shop. This place is phenomenal. They have really good fruit teas here. Really, really good. Really good spot. And this is Joe's Ginger, but it is cash only. Best soup dumplings in New York City. Pan-fried pork buns. All right, now let's navigate to one of the best noodle places, in my opinion, in Chinatown. I really think they should close Pell Street down and make it pedestrians only. I mean, there's so much tourist activity that happens here that I feel as if it's better like that. This is Doyers Street. Very colorful, very bright. This is closed down to all vehicle traffic, and it's pedestrians only, which is really good because there's a ton of coffee shops, outdoor dining, and beautiful murals. I mean, look at this. Really, really nice. It's very pretty here. I'll try to zoom out to the wide angle lens just so you can get a better view. This is a new tea shop here. This one just opened probably about 2 months ago. This is Chinatown's first dim sum parlor. Namwa. But this is the best spot, in my view, right across from the post office. I think this is cash only too, so if you want to come here, probably should hit the ATM before, but It's this restaurant right here with the blue sign. Tasty hand-pulled noodles. They had an awesome outdoor dining setup here because they closed down the street to only pedestrian traffic. I'm sure this place is good. I haven't tried it yet though. I just feel as if New York City is much, much better when you don't have any cars. I mean, imagine if the entire city was like this. How many more people would be out and about? Just a better community feel. Instead of just having cars whizzing by. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. I'd much rather have it. All the streets in New York look like this. People eating, dining, having a good time. And then cars, honking and endangering pedestrians. This is Tout de Jour. This is a good bakery. It's not a locally owned place, but Tout de Jour is good for like pastries and things. This also intersects with the Bowery, by the way. We'll save the east side of Chinatown for our next walking tour. But if you enjoyed this walking tour of Chinatown in Manhattan, feel free to leave a like on the video, subscribe for more New York City walking tours, and we will see you all in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.